friends, welcome back to the channel SciTech. Finally friends, I'm back with the Parion's Bulkam epic battery draining test comparison between all of these four smartphones which I got right now. So starting with the first phone, which is the iQOO sound device, which has got the 4400 mAh of battery capacity, and second phone is the Realme X7 Max device. So this will be the really good interesting test results after the recent update. How is the battery backup in this phone? And third is the Mi 11X device, as you can see is the 4520 mAh of battery capacity. And final phone is the Realme GT Neo 2, which a lot of users are actually waiting for this kind of epic kind of battery draining test. And this occasion is really special one because we are very close to 100k subscribers. So that's the reason I thought of doing this kind of special type of epic battery draining test because of this 100k special thing. So during this time, I'll try to use the Wi-Fi connection, 80% brightness and smooth and extreme settings only I'll try to use. So this exact sequence, I did keep organize all the phones you can see from small to big battery capacity. In this way, I did organize. So I'll try to record for every 1 hour what is the battery percentage, how much it got dropped in each of the smartphone. So right now all the phones are completely charged to 100% at this moment, and I'll be able to show you exactly what is the settings I'm trying to use and what is the Wi-Fi connection. Each and every detail I'll try to explain as well in this video. Right now I'm trying to select the brightness also slightly kind of high brightness. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see or not. So I'm trying to keep it 80% brightness most of the time, as you can see exactly. I think this should be kind of good, 80% brightness. And the Wi-Fi connection is connected to the 2.4 GHz. As you can see, 2.4 GHz and the 80% brightness which is done. So I'm trying to select all the brightness up to 80% in all the phones. Let me show you exactly. As you can see friends, clearly 80% brightness. I'm trying to keep, and the Wi-Fi network, let me connect to that same 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network only. So all the phones I'm trying to make sure that they're connected to the same kind of Wi-Fi network without any kind of disturbance. It's connected to 2.4 GHz. Now it should be kind of okay, good to go. And next is the Mi 11X device as well. Let me show you. As you can see friends, clearly it's connected to the 2.4 GHz network. And brightness is set to the 80% brightness as well already in this device. And final phone, which is a Realme GT Neo 2, also set to the 80% brightness and with a 2.4 GHz network connection, as you can see. So now let me show you the settings what I'm trying to use between all of these smartphones, because you should know. So anyway, all the phones doesn't support 90 FPS except the Realme X7 Max. So smooth and extreme settings I'm trying to use in this device. In the Realme X7 Max, I need to change to the smooth and extreme graphic settings in the Realme X7 Max, which I did do right now changing, as you can see. And even in the Mi 11X also, there's only smooth and extreme graphic settings which is present. And Realme GT Neo 2 also smooth and extreme graphic settings. So finally friends, all the four smartphones are connected to the same kind of lobby only from the same smartphone. That's what I'm trying to do in this kind of video. So same lobby, all the phones are connected, and this is going to be really very interesting to see which phone performs what kind of manner in terms of battery draining test. And 32 degrees Celsius and 32.8 degrees Celsius, 33.6 and 32.8 degrees Celsius. So all the three smartphones are connected to the same, all the four smartphones are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Same, nothing much. And in the same lobby, I did connect to the same kind of match itself, same lobby, nothing much difference, because previously I did get plenty of requests asking me to do similar kind of testing, connecting into the same kind of lobby. So during this time, I won't be able to play in all the four smartphones at same time. Definitely it's not possible, but I'll try to keep on continuously running in all the four smartphones. I can do that. And there is no AC, there is no cooler while I'm trying to do this kind of testing. The temperature is about close to 27.8 degrees Celsius. So nothing much, there is no AC at our friends because it was raining outside. That's the reason the temperature is really low at this moment. But let's see what will the battery draining test after 1 hour of continuously doing this kind of testing. So we'll be able to get to know the results. So this is going to be really very, very interesting, as I said. So which I'm waiting for a very long time to do this kind of testing. Battery draining test between all of these four smartphones. So this is a really good interesting test. And I'm trying to use the game turbo and all the game boosters, whatever all the company has got. All the game enhancement boosters has been enabled successfully. Only thing is that in the iQOO sound device, you can actually get the 4D vibrations, which works fantastic in the iQOO sound device without any kind of problem. That's only one thing. So let me drop. So now I'll try to keep running friends continuously, non-stop. Let's see how much the battery will be draining in all the four smartphones. I don't know, it's not that practical way to testing because since I cannot play in all the four smartphones at the same time. So this is the one thing which I can definitely do that. So keep on running in all the four smartphones continuously, yes. so without even missing. So I'm gonna be back after 1 hour of time, then we can actually check with the temperatures and how is the battery draining and everything. And very soon I'll try to come back with another epic kind of battery draining test as well, so make sure to stay tuned for those videos, which will be very interesting. So maybe tomorrow I'll try to upload that video. 33 and 33.8, 34.8, and slightly Mi11X has got the 34.8 degrees Celsius, slightly higher temperatures in the Mi 11X device when compared with other phones. Little bit higher the temperature increase in the Mi 11X device in the beginning only. So let's see friends, again after 1 hour how much the battery will be draining, and make sure to hit that like as well in case if you want to support me, that will be really good. Thank you for watching this video friends. Again I'll be back after some time. So right now, as you can see friends, we're getting close to exactly 1 hour of continuously playing the Battery mobile game in all the 4 smartphones. And I forgot to mention one thing is that I did disable the GPS. There's no GPS turned on in all the 4 smartphones, so no need to worry about that. So I forgot to mention, sorry for that. And now it's close to 1 hour. Let's see which one has got what type of battery percentage in them. So this is going to be really very interesting to see. And iQOO 7, which has got the 84%, iQOO 7 84, and 83 in the Realme X7 Max device. 83, 84 and 83, and Mi11X device, let's see, 86% Mi11X device, 84, 83 and 86. And let's check what is happening in the Realme GT Neo 2. Realme GT Neo 2 is 87%. So these are the battery percentage friends for all the 4 smartphones: 84%, 83, 86 and 87%. So the Realme GT Neo 2, which has got 5000 mAh of battery, but still it was kind of very close to 4500 mAh of battery capacities for mobile phones. So maybe the phone requires certain updates, I think so, software updates to get optimized for the battery percentage. But at this moment I did not see any kind of huge difference in the battery draining in the Realme GT Neo 2. So that's something I thought of mentioning to you all. And it's very close to the Mi 11X device as well in terms of the battery draining results. You got to know clearly what is happening. And let's check the temperatures, what is going on between all the 4 smartphones. Temperature is about close to 34.8 degrees and 35.4 degrees and 36.6 and 35.4. So as I said, this is not the continuously playing, this just keep on running only in all the 4 smartphones. That's another thing you should definitely observe. So whatever the results we are getting in this video, try to do minus 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour, because when you're trying to play physically using the one phone, the battery life will be draining faster than this kind of testing. So you should definitely understand. That's the reason I'll always advise you to minus whatever the value we get with the 30 minutes or 40 minutes to get the accurate values. So I will be back after sometime close to 2 hours of time. So finally friends, we're getting close to exactly 2 hours of continuously playing the Battery mobile game in all the 4 smartphones. As you can see, I kept on running non-stop in all the phones. Non-stop I am trying to run. So now I'll be able to check the battery percentage, how much all the 4 phones got dropped exactly. So this is going to be really very interesting friends, as I said. So let's start with the first phone, which is a Realme GT Neo 2, which has got the 5000 mAh of battery capacity. So it seems to be having 5000, but let me show you what is the battery percentage. It dropped to 73%. 73. Oh. 73 in the Realme GT Neo 2. Mi11X device 67, just now 67, 73, 67. Let's check in the Realme X7 Max device. Realme X7 Max 63, as you can see. So 63% of the Realme X7 Max did drop, and iQOO 7 dropped up to 67. Not bad. So iQOO 7. So iQOO 7, 67 and 63. So right now friends, after 2 hours of continuously playing the Battery mobile game in all the phones, so one thing I did understand that the Realme GT Neo 2, even though it has got 5000 mAh of battery, but still it was pretty close to other phones. Nothing much huge difference I did not find. So maybe 30 minutes of extra gameplay you may get. 30 minutes, yes, that's it. Apart from that, nothing much. And 34 degrees Celsius, 36 degrees Celsius and 37 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius. You can see the temperatures how it is. So first highest is a Mi11X device 37, 36 in the Realme X7 Max, 35 and 35. So iQOO 7 and the Realme GT Neo 2 both are exactly as 35, 36 and 37 degrees in terms of the temperatures wise. So this is what we did find out the difference between all the 4 smartphones in terms of the temperature differences. So I'm going to be back after 3 hours, then we can actually understand what is happening with the battery draining using this kind of 80% of the brightness capacity. Let me know in the comment section below friends with what smartphones you want me to compare side by side, so that I can definitely plan in the next upcoming videos battery draining test episodes as well. So I will be back after some time. So right now, as you can see, friends, we did get close to 3 hours and 2 minutes time as well. Let me need to show you exactly what is the battery percentage in all the phones. So right now it dropped it to 45% in the iQOO 7 device, 45% as you can see. 45% in the iQOO 7 device after 3 hours of continuously gaming. And in the Realme X7 Max, it dropped it to 41% in the Realme X7 Max. So 45 and 41. And let's check what happens in the Mi 11X device. In the Mi 11X device, 45% as well in the Mi 11X device. And finally, in the Realme GT Neo 2, which has been 57% of the battery. Not bad. So now it's kind of really consistent. It's maintaining percentage, as you can see, 57. So 45 and 57. We need to write down the readings. And let's check the temperatures, what it is, 35.6, 36.2, 37.8 and 36. Slightly kind of more, nothing much major difference. As you can see, friends, regarding the temperatures, how all the phones are behaving. So slightly the Mi 11X seems to be slightly higher temperatures always, doesn't matter what time it is. And then next highest is a Realme X7 Max, the Dimensity 1200 chipset. And next the iQOO 7 and the Realme GT Neo 2, the both phones are really very close in terms of the temperatures wise. So this is after the 3 hours of continuously doing the gameplay test, is what we got in terms of the battery status reviews. So overall, I think after this below 40%, the battery will drain incredibly faster. So above 50, it's different, and below 50 is different. So always the battery will be draining slightly kind of faster. This video is completely dedicated for only battery draining. That's the reason I'm not trying to talk about anything about the performance as well. But overall, when it comes to the performance, all the 4 smartphones should be able to handle the 60 FPS very smooth. That should not have been that much kind of big deal in handling the 60 FPS overall. But the way of experience slightly can be different. For example, each phone has got its own advantages. So in the iQOO 7 device, which has got the 4D vibrations, which has really good advantage in this phone. And whereas in the Mi 11X device, which has got the real-time floating FPS meter, so which is present in the developer options. If you want, you can enable that real-time FPS meter as well. That's also another advantage which is present in this phone, in the Mi 11X device. And next, Realme GT and Realme X7 Max doesn't have much kind of differences in terms of the options. Even 4D vibration option is present in the Realme X7 Max, but still we cannot use that option. This game is not supported, unfortunately. Still we are getting the same kind of message. So I can be back after 4 hours of time, then we can actually check what is happening with the overall draining results. So overall at this moment, the Realme GT Neo 2 was in the lead with 57%. You can see the difference with the iQOO 7 device in terms of the battery draining, 57 and 45. 12% difference is there at this moment. That's not a huge difference, but just a little bit difference is there. So I can be back after 4 hours of time. Right now, as you can see, friends, we did get close to exactly 4 hours and 5 minutes of continuously gameplay test at this moment. Let me check the battery percentage, how much the battery has been decreased in all the 4 devices. So right now we'll be able to get to know what is happening. Let me go to the home screen first. And right now the battery in the iQOO 7 is about close to 26% in the iQOO 7 device. Let me slightly decrease the brightness. Yes, 26%. After close to 4 hours of time, 26% in the Realme X7 Max is about 22%. Realme X7 Max 26 and 20. And let's check what is happening in the Mi 11X device. It's of 24% in the Mi 11X device. 24, not bad. Next in the Realme GT Neo 2, which is of 41%. Realme GT Neo 2, 41 and 25. As you can see, clearly what is happening at this moment, definitely the Realme GT Neo 2 can actually hold the really good battery backup. Not bad. So initially it was able to be like the other mobile phones, but later it was able to not drain much, because other phones were able to drain very much faster. But the Realme GT Neo 2 did not drain much of the battery, but still it was able to keep 20% more than the other smartphones. I mean 15 to 20% close to. So not bad. So in terms of the temperature, let's check 35.2 degrees and 35.2. 36.6 and 35.6. So overall the Mi 11X remains to be highest on the temperature side. So you might be wondering why the brightness is slightly low in the Mi 11X device. Can you show the brightness? So I did not decrease any kind of brightness. The brightness is actually 80% only, as you can see exactly when. Sometimes what happens is that with the long-term temperatures increasing, the Mi 11X brightness will automatically decrease a little bit. That's what happening maybe right at this moment. That's the reason why we are unable to see at this point what is happening. So I can be back after close to 5 hours of time. Let's see, friends, and this is with the 80% brightness testing only, 80%. So that's the reason why we are trying to see the battery backup is slightly draining very much faster than usual. So if you try to keep the brightness up to close to maybe 50%, that's kind of different results. But I just want to do with the 80%. So just push the limits. So that's the reason. And I'm going to be back after close to 5 hours of testing continuously, then we'll be able to understand. I think the Realme GT Neo 2 can handle maybe close to 6 hours, I think so, if you try to use with the 80% brightness. So if the phone can come with the 80% brightness that long, then definitely this gonna come with the 50% brightness close to 8 hours as well. But let's see what's gonna happen after a couple of hours. So again, I'll be back after 1 more hour. So right now, as you can see, it's been close to 5 hours and 6 minutes of time. You can clearly see the time. And the MI Linux device completely gone to 0%. Yes, the phone has been completely switched off around 5 hours and 5 minutes of time exactly. And other phones were doing kind of okay, I would say, with this kind of 80% battery, sorry, 80% brightness. As you can see right now, the battery is of 5% in the iQOO 7 device. So this is a kind of extreme level testing, friends, which I thought of including with the 80% brightness capacity. Right now, Realme X7 Max is about 6% of the battery. And next time I'll definitely do with the low brightness levels as well. I thought of going with the extreme and then coming down with the slowly to 50%, somewhere around that. And Realme GT Neo 2 doing 27% of the battery left. As you can see, 27% non-stop. So 27%, 5% and 6%. So these are the statistics about the remaining phones. I can be back after some time, friends, when the battery gets close to 1% in these both phones. Then we can actually discuss what is happening between this all of the battery dropping at this moment. So all the 60 FPS is kind of maintaining really good, not bad. But the Realme GT Neo 2, which has got 5000 mAh of battery capacity, that is a quite advantage. You can see definitely 20% difference is there between these phones and other phones at this moment. So the battery is not draining that speed in this phone, in the Realme GT Neo 2, which has got 5000 mAh of battery capacity. So definitely you're gonna get, I think, close to 30 to 4, maybe 30 to 1 hour of time. Slightly more gameplay, it can be possible if you're trying to play in the Realme GT Neo 2. That's one thing which I can definitely say that. So I'm gonna be back after exactly 6 hours of time, maybe, or these both phones when they reach to the 1% of the battery. When this both phones reaches, then I'll be back. Until then, I'll try to keep on running, friends. And the brightness did not decrease in these both phones. Still, it did not decrease. And let me to keep on running in other phones as well. So I'm gonna be back when this both phones comes to 1%. So right now, as you can see, friends, 5 hours and 22 minutes, just a couple of seconds back, the iQOO 7 also got completely dead. And right now, the final phone, which is the Realme X7 Max, which got about 1%. You can see clearly 1% of the battery at this moment, exactly. This phone also may anytime get completely switch off as well, the Realme X7 Max device. But the Realme GT Neo 2 is about 23% left still. So this phone can come actually 1 hour more than other phones because of having the 5000 mAh of used battery capacity. This phone is the reason why I did select the 80% of the battery capacity, 80% of the brightness capacity. This phone, yes, because of this 5000 mAh of battery capacity. That's what I'm going to exactly check how much long time this phone can actually come. So just imagine, friends, if you use the less brightness levels, then definitely this phone gonna come up to, I think, maybe close to 8 hours, I think so, hopefully. But I'll try to do another video for that. Stay tuned for those upcoming episodes as well. But iQOO 7 device completely switched off around 5 hours and 23 minutes of time. So finally, we do have the only 2 people in the squad at this moment, and Realme X7 Max and the Realme GT Neo 2. At any minute, the Realme X7 Max also may get completely battery drain as well. So this is a kind of really extreme level testing. So as I said, though, this is extreme. We'll be able to get to know a couple of things at this moment. Let's see what are the results. And let me know in the comment section below, friends, what are other settings you want me to do in the next upcoming videos testing. So definitely I'll try to follow those kind of testings in the next upcoming episodes as well. And Realme X7 Max right now, it's about 1%. Still the last 1% always will be around close to, I think, 5 minutes always. Still it was 1%, but anyway. Right now the Realme X7 Max still going on, friends, with the 1% of the battery left, and still the phone is going on. So anyway, if you try to use this kind of high brightness levels, we don't get that much kind of battery anyway. But I just want to do the extreme level of testing. That's the reason I thought of testing in this method. And definitely next time I'll try to come back with another type of testing as well, using 50% brightness capacity. Then we'll be able to understand what is happening. And finally it got switched off around 5 hours and 27 minutes of time exactly. So 5 hours and 27 minutes of, let me to write down the readings. These are the time differences. As you can see, friends, exactly how much time difference it is there between all of these three smartphones. Not bad. And 5000 mAh of battery capacity. Let's say this phone, I think, gonna last maybe close to 6 hours, maybe 6 hours 15 minutes or somewhere around that kind of time. That's what I'm expecting at this moment. And let me know in the comment section below, friends, what are the thoughts. Until then, I'll try to keep on running only itself. I won't play the game because I did treat other phones also similarly like that. I won't try to play the game at this moment. So I'm gonna be back after maybe close to 6 hours of time. Then we can actually discuss what is happening with the battery percentage of this Realme GT Neo 2 device. So right now, as you can see, friends, we are getting close to 6 hours and 5 minutes as well exactly. And right now, let me show you the battery percentage, how much it is. It's of 12% exact. As you can see, friends, 12% right now. So playing with the 80% of the brightness only with the 80% I'm trying to play. Not bad. So even with the 80% battery, the phone can actually come up to 6 hours of continuously playing with a 5000 mAh of battery capacity. That's really very good. So as I said, I just want to push the limit. That's the reason I'm trying to use that 80% brightness capacity. And let me to write down the readings for 6 hours of time. It's about 12% of the phone. And let's check the temperatures. Temperatures right now, it's off 35.6, nothing much major temperatures, not high temperatures at all. So as I said, I'm not trying to play continuously, I'm just trying to run continuously only. So because I did treat all other phones in the similar manner, I'm going to treat same thing even with this phone as well, just to check. So till now the phone can come 6 hours and 6 minutes of time. I think the phone can reach up to 6 hours, maybe 30 minutes as well, as I said. So not bad. So overall 1 hour extra gameplay you're getting if you're trying to use the Realme GT Neo 2 device. So again, I'll be back when the phone gets close to maybe 2% or 3% of the battery capacity. So right now, as you can see, friends, the time is about close to 6 hours and 45 minutes of time. And the Realme GT Neo 2 came to 1%, I think 1% exactly, as you can see. So let me show you exactly 1% of the battery at this moment. And right now, let me show you exactly what is the time overall in the battery settings. Let's go to the battery settings. And right now, as you can see, friends, 6 hours and 48 minutes kind of close exactly from the starting to till now. But I did start playing the Battlefront mobile game around 6 hours and 46 minutes. That's the reason you're trying to see slightly kind of. Oh, let's go to the phone battery usage. And 6 hours and 44 minutes continuously, you will be able to see the Battlefront mobile game, which is on clearly, as you can see, friends. So not bad. So right now it's 1%, but still we got the game going on. And still the phone is not dead, friends, yet, as you can see clearly. So I think more than 1 hour we are getting extra battery in the Realme GT Neo 2. If you take a look at the other phones, as you can see clearly, the battery is not draining that quick as other phones, which was supposed to drain. Not bad. So we need to wait for the couple of updates. Only then the battery management can be slightly kind of optimized. So next time I'll try to do the Battlefront mobile gameplay test using a little bit kind of less brightness levels, maybe close to somewhere around 50 brightness levels. Then we'll be able to understand what is happening. So right now it's still 1%, so it's going to take some time. So right now there is a match going on, friends, India versus Pakistan at this moment. So I'm still waiting for this phone to be completely dead to zero, but still this phone keeps on going exactly this minute. Yes, right now it's going on, so live. So I thought of just finishing this recording and then go back and watching this match. So in case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below, friends. But overall, The Realme GT Neo 2, the battery seems to be slightly kind of promising if you're trying to play the Battle mobile game. Maybe the 8 hours might be possible if you try to decrease the brightness, and if you try to play, maybe 8 hours the phone can come. That's what I'm expecting, maybe close to that. Not bad. But this with a Wi-Fi connection. So remember, only with the Wi-Fi connection I'm trying to play, friends, not with the 4G data, nothing at all. So only with the Wi-Fi. So with using with the 4G will be completely different. So 4G will definitely drain the battery slightly faster than usual. So right now I'm not even trying to play, I'm just going to run continuously. So let's see how long the phone gonna take. Still the phone is going on, friends, as you can see. Let's see what is the FPS meter. Slightly let me to show you what is the FPS meter at this 1% of the battery right now. So it's exactly 1%, and we will be able to see it's showing exactly kind of 60 FPS. As you can see, friends, exactly 60 and 58 FPS. It's still maintaining really good, and I cannot feel any kind of much lag at all. It doesn't feel like I'm playing at one battery percentage. Definitely this came close to 7 hours of time with the 80% battery capacity, friends. I think that's more than other phones. You can clearly see kind of close to 1.5 hour more than other phones. So I did not expect, to be frank, in the beginning. So I did see the screen on time. I did see the screen on time about 7 hours, sometimes 7.5 hours screen on time, 8 hours screen on time as well. But this is really good in terms of the gameplay experience, this much of battery. The final, friends, the phone got completely switched off around, I think, 6 hours and 58 minutes of time. The phone completely took to switch off, as you can see. 6 hours and 58 minutes of time. Oh my god, 6 hours. That's really incredible, friends. You can see how much huge score and huge difference is there between this phone versus other phones. This is so far the, I think, highest Battle mobile gameplay test I got, with 80% of the brightness, 80%. As you can see, friends, that's the one condition you should definitely understand. So it's kind of more than, I think, 1.5 hour more we got than other smartphones if you try to compare clearly. 1.5 hour. Not 30 minutes, but 1.5 hour. It's not bad. As you can see, friends, clearly, not what is happening at this moment. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video. This is a quick Battle mobile gameplay test, epic kind of training. And next time, I'll try to use a 50% brightness, and then I'll try to do the testing. So I thought of making this kind of extreme kind of testing because few of the users, they want to know under this condition as well. That's the reason I did include this extreme conditions. So I'm going to be back after in the next video as well. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, and stay tuned. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.